What's good, Just Do family? It's your boy KB. Back to get boxing is Just Do. This your first time on the channel. Sub to the channel. Smash that like button. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop new content. We on the road to 10K and we gonna get there, man. So let's get it. So I came across a interesting interview by a young fighter of the name of Andres Cortes. Who's done pretty good for himself since turning pro in 2016. He's got a record of 19-0, 10 knockouts. He's a super featherweight, and he has some very interesting things to say about Gervonta Davis, and he has some thoughts about Devin Haney as well. And I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say in terms of Gervonta Davis's power and if he could punch or not. I'm gonna play the audio and I'm gonna get back to y'all and give my assessment. As always, I'm gonna give it my just due. So y'all give me a brief second. We gonna get to that audio.
Or even some more, Now I gotta ask because I started off by saying you sparred, Devin. You've also sparred Tank. You sparred Tank multiple times, I believe, even in front of Floyd Mayweather. So I know that was years ago, and you changed, they changed, everyone's changed and developed. But at that little, curiosity in my head, I gotta ask someone who actually, how do you think that fight plays out? You don't have to have a winner, but just overall, what's your thoughts if they did fight, just seeing what you see now?
It's definitely a 50-50 fight, but I don't think Tank hit hard.
You saw what?
I don't think Tank hit hard.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So you really gonna get a lot of people in. So why do you think Tank does not? Because you're a 130 pounder.
Yeah.
So at that point,
I don't know. I've been hit by him. I don't think he hits hard. So I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Is it potentially because you haven't got hit completely flush, or it just?
No, I got hit flush. I just think he don't hit hard. That's what I think.
I mean, or because everyone always says this guy hit, so I'm just trying to process.
I think a lot of people saying that haven't been hit by him, so I've been hit by him.
Well, seeing the fact between Devin and Tank, if Tank is at a 1 through 10, what would you rate the?
I think they have the same power.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So why do you think people say Devin doesn't have the power? That seems that Tank is the bigger puncher.
I just think Devin's game plan is different than Tank's game plan. Tank's game plan obviously breaks you down, get you out late. Devin just box and he kind of switched it up for this fight, which I think he really thought he was going to be able to walk him down, which I think that got a little sticky for him, but yeah, they hit the same.
And there you have it, right out of the horse's mouth. The young Andres Cortes said not only do Tank don't have no power, he can't punch, but him and Haney has the same punching power. Now, I for one, I take this with a grain of salt because a little bit earlier in the interview, this is the same guy that said Lomachenko, went to the doctor or the hospital for his liver or something along the lines after the Devin Haney fight, that was the first time I was hearing that. So I take this with a bit of with a grain of salt. I mean, it's no slight to Devin Haney at all, but I think it's obvious to see that these guys don't hit the same or don't have the same punching power. I mean, I don't think you have to get punched in your face by either one of those guys to know that. The eyes don't lie. And like he said, Haney just he has a different style at the end of the day, and his style is just not him being a puncher. He's a pure boxer. I believe one of the damn best fighters we got in the sport, hands down. So with much credit and respect to Devin Haney, but I just think that the young Cortes is a little bit out his mind if he wants us, the people, to believe that Devin Haney and, Tank Davis have the same punching power, and that, he got hit flush by Tank. He just didn't feel the power. And, I'm not surprised because a lot of guys say things like that. Guys get knocked out and then come back and say Tank don't hit hard or he doesn't punch as hard. You get what I'm saying? It happened more recently with Hector Garcia. That fight was stopped with about 3 or 4 punches clean from Tank. That caused Hector Garcia to question if he'd been knocked out, He couldn't see out his eye. He had temporary memory loss, and you get what I'm saying? Instant migraine, all with a matter of 3 or 4 punches. And then did an interview saying how, Tank's power is not all that, or he's not strong and things like that. So I just thought this was a little ear catching. I think the young Cortes is trying to bring some attention to himself. He is doing very well in the ring. He's 19-0, like I said, with 10 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So 5'7", 65-inch reach. But like I say, he's a super featherweight, so he fights at 130. And I seriously doubt that Tank can't hurt a guy that weighs 130 pounds when we seen him hurt much bigger guys. Like I said, I think the young Cortes was just, saying something to get a good sound bite and get the people talking a little bit. And hey, man, he caught my attention, and I thought I should talk about it. And now he's officially put himself on the radar. I'm gonna be looking out for this kid because he has a fight coming up, on the 28th. Of July 28th, he has a fight coming up over with Xavier Martinez, who's 18-1. So that's a very good fight, very good opponent for him, man. That's gonna be the stiffest test of his career. So I'm gonna see if he's able to stand tall and deliver. For a guy saying that Tank Davis don't have no power, you better come out there and smoke something. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on this kid now that he said that. But I thought it was laughable, the fact that he wants us to believe that Devin Haney and Tank Davis have the same exact power. I just think that's a bit of a stretch. And, Tank, it's only 2 fights he's had that he didn't knock guys out. So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's obvious, this guy touches you, he can get you out of there. But that's my just doing it, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Is the young Andres Cortes tripping? Is he bugging out for saying Tank Davis and Devin Haney had the same punching power and that Tank can't punch? He can't hit or whatever he said. And as always, man, y'all let me know if I gave boxing is just do. That's what I do over here, Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.